you are probably not alone right now. But there's a good chance you feel like you are. And if that's true for you, it is also true for more than half the country. In 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General did something unprecedented. He issued an official public health advisory, not about obesity, not about drugs, about loneliness. He said the health risk of being lonely is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Not 15 a week, a day. And it's getting worse, not better. In 2020, the average American spent about 2 minutes a day interacting with friends in person. 2 minutes, down from 60 minutes 2 decades earlier. Here's what makes this so confusing. We have never been more connected. You can video call someone on the other side of the planet in 5 seconds. You can have 800 followers who react to your life daily. And yet, you can have a full social calendar, a partner asleep next to you, and a group chat blowing up your phone, and still feel completely, silently, invisibly alone. Research shows that passive scrolling, consuming content without interacting, is directly linked to higher loneliness scores. You're watching everyone else's life without being in any of them. Everyone talks about phones, about social media, about remote work. But there is a cause that almost nobody is discussing, and it may be the most powerful one of all. Money. Specifically, the shame of not having enough of it. A 2025 University of Southern California study found that financial strain is directly linked to higher loneliness and anxiety. Not because people can't afford things, because they are too ashamed to explain why they can't show up. The wedding, the birthday dinner, the trip, and then they don't say why. The silence becomes the wall, and the wall grows. This is what researchers are calling financial loneliness. It is real. It is growing, and almost nobody is talking about it out loud. But here's where it stops being emotional and starts being biological. Loneliness doesn't just hurt. It physically rewires the brain. Neuroscientist John Cacioppo spent 30 years studying this. What he found should be on the front page of every newspaper in America. When the brain registers social isolation, it activates the same threat response as physical danger. Your immune cells change, your stress hormones elevate, and stay elevated. Your body begins preparing for attack. Because to the ancient brain, being alone meant being vulnerable, being cut off from the group, being in danger. Your biology hasn't caught up to the modern world. It still reads loneliness as a threat to your life. And here is the cruelest part. Chronic loneliness makes you more suspicious of other people, more defensive, less likely to reach out. It creates the very conditions that make connection harder. It is self-reinforcing. John Cacioppo found in the second half of his research, the part that almost never gets quoted. You don't need more people. You need better moments. The brain doesn't measure social health by the number of contacts. It measures by the quality of felt connection. Even one genuinely warm exchange can interrupt the isolation loop. Not a long conversation, not a deep relationship, a real moment. Eye contact with a cashier, a text you actually mean, sitting next to someone in silence, but choosing to. In 2026, researchers studying what they call friction maxing found something fascinating. People are actually starting to seek out the friction of real interaction again. The inconvenience of showing up, the awkwardness of a phone call instead of a text, because they felt what the frictionless version cost them. The loneliness epidemic is real. It is biological. It is a public health crisis. But it is not irreversible, and it does not require a grand gesture. It requires a small one, done honestly, done today. I want you to do something right now. Before you close this, think of one person you've been meaning to reach out to, someone you've been putting off, for whatever reason. Go to the comments, write their first name only. You don't have to say anything else. Just write the name, and then actually reach out to them. Today, not tomorrow. Today.